What up, gang? What up, squad? It's your boy, Are You Serious? The realist, the coolest, the trillest, son king. Only to play from as we speak. Welcome back for the lit banger, gang. So I got a lot of this video requested from you guys, man. My Elvis family, man. We got a generous heart. The video we watched before, some kids that got their stuff stolen or whatever, and he replaced it or whatever. So obviously, you know, he's one of those humanitarian of the worlds. You feel me? So we're gonna go ahead and check out this video, man. If you're new, subscribe, like the video, comment some more bangers y'all want me to react to from my dog Elvis. Until next time, let's go ahead and see what they're talking about on this one. All right, man. Bang. I gotta turn my stuff on. Yeah, hit that fan for me. I'm getting hot. Turn that light off, son. The other one.
We were in Jackson, Mississippi, and he got word that a little boy in the hospital was dying, and that he wanted to see Elvis, and he couldn't make it to the show. He was too sick to get to the show, and so we loaded up in cars, and we went to the hospital.
No, man.
And Elvis was wearing, Elvis met this little boy and talked to him, and he was wearing a cross that was made of garnets, and he took it off and he gave it to this child. And it was a real touching moment, just an hour or so before the show.
Damn.
When my wife was, 9 or 10, and her sister was maybe a couple years older than that, they would go down to Graceland, and in the hopes of seeing Elvis. And they would go down there almost every weekend, Saturday or Sunday, and many times he would actually come down to the gate and shake hands and talk to people, and he did it often. Sometimes he did it by himself.
Bro, that's
Sandra remembers one time he actually came down riding a horse and was talking to him, and that just made their day. It just, again, shows the type of person that he is, that he would do that.
When Elvis started getting that money in and started becoming, he wanted to share it. He was a sharing person, and his dad got in early confrontation.
Man, that's real, man. Oh, because you just think people just would freaking die to see him, and you know they were blessed to see him just on a random day. You know what I'm saying? And to him, it was just regular. To him, he was just on a stroll around his house. But to them, it was just like, you know, mind blowing. And the fact that, you know, he could have got his money and, you know, got bougie with it. You know what I mean? You know how some people do. But no, he wasn't like that. He was willing to give it, not all, of course, but you know, give back.
With him about giving so much away. He would say, son, you know, we're pretty wealthy. Man, you're giving people houses. And you're giving guys on television you don't even know Cadillacs, and people that walk off the street in a dealership, you buy them a Cadillac, and pretty soon the bank account is going to take a hit. And Elvis would say, look, Dad, he said, look, I enjoy giving stuff away to people. He said, that's how I get my enjoyment. He said, I can go out and do a tour. He said, I can do a tour in 6 weeks and make $2 million. He said, I'm not worried about money.
Bro, he said, I can do a tour for 6 weeks. That's what? A month and a half. And make $2 million. Now, that $2 million in 1956, 57, whatever, 60s, that's probably what? 8 million now, I think, something like that. Some, or if not more. It is guaranteed more than 5 million now. And you could literally have $1 million and pretty much be set for the rest of your life, depending on what you do with it, of course. But he said I could do that whenever I wanted to, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, money was not an option for him. I mean, money was not an issue for him.
He said, I want to make people happy.
For all of Elvis Presley's accomplishments, I think his greatest joy, other than Lisa Marie, was giving to others. He loved to see the smiles and
I want to
looks on
see him
people's
with Lisa
faces
Marie
when
when
he
she
gave
was a
them
baby.
things.
Like,
he really was a generous and kind man.
The true measure of a man's success is not what he achieves and acquires for himself in his lifetime, but what of himself he gives to others. Elvis Presley touched the lives of millions and millions of people the world over. With his music, his movies, and his live performances, Elvis brought joy to the hearts of people everywhere. And even today, over 3 decades after his untimely death, Elvis's music and his legacy continue to have a lasting and profound impact on music and popular culture around the world. And yet, for all Elvis's phenomenal success as an entertainer, perhaps the King's most endearing quality and the greatest of his legacies was his enormous generosity to others who were less fortunate than he was.
Gotta respect
I
it.
always felt like he tried to give back to his fans more than he took from them. And whenever he gave a piece of jewelry away on the stage, when he take off a ring and hand it to a fan, it was just an act of love on his part. He just loved his fans, and they're what made him work, and why he worked so hard was his fans. He loved his fans.
We had a guy in a group named Richard Davis, who was kind of he'd been with Elvis, he'd been in the Memphis Mafia, he'd been Elvis' stand-in in a bunch of his movies, Memphis guy, was a record promoter, and he was down on his luck. And Elvis heard about it, and he sent for him. He said, "Richard, I hear you down on your luck." And it was holidays were approaching. He said, "Yeah, Elvis." Elvis gave him a brand new Cadillac convertible and $10,000 cash.
Bro.
So maybe this will help you out. And he said, "Thanks a lot, Elvis."
On
Well, you
March
don't see nobody
25th,
doing that no more.
1961, Elvis performed a benefit concert at the Block Arena at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. This performance raised over $65,000 toward the building of the USS Arizona Memorial, which was completed the following year. This donation made Elvis Presley the single biggest individual donor to the Pearl Harbor Memorial. In 1975, at a concert in Asheville, North Carolina, Elvis went on stage wearing a huge opal and diamond ring on his finger. This ring was reportedly worth between $35,000 and $40,000. During the concert, Elvis saw a little girl in the front row who was sitting in a wheelchair.
Of course, the ad come ruin it.
He took the ring off his finger and gave it to the little girl. There was no publicity about this, just the enormous satisfaction that Elvis got from seeing the look on the little girl's face.
She lost it. She lost her.
Elvis
She didn't even know what it
reportedly
was
bought
for
close to $700,000 worth of jewelry in the last 5 years of his life, most of which he gave away.
I was sitting by the stage, and he came over to me.
I wonder if he knew he wasn't gonna live that long. You know what I'm saying? Like, the amount of stuff he was giving away. Like, of course, you know you can't take it with you. But I mean, on top of him and his generosity, was he just, you know, like, man, like, you know, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but sometimes you be knowing, like Kobe, he would say when he was younger, "I'm not gonna live long." Like some he would say, and he didn't. He lived in about the same amount of time Elvis did. I think they both passed away at 41. It's crazy, bro.
He says, he leaned over and he says, "Where's your case?" And he's up there singing, you know, "Where's your case?" And I said, "It's right here." He said, "Set it up here." I set my case up on the stage, and he just got jewelry out of it, and he was giving it to people on the people on the front row and he was just giving away all this jewelry. The difference in Elvis and everyone else was that he obviously loved his fans. He was so honest. You just didn't doubt that he was pure as a driven snow. He was just a good person, and people knew that.
My dog.
His fans knew that.
Elvis's great spirit of generosity, giving, and compassion for those less fortunate than him lives on to this day. Former wife Priscilla Presley and daughter Lisa Marie Presley continue Elvis's philanthropy and honor his memory through the Elvis Presley Foundation. The foundation supports charities and community programs such as Presley Place, which provides homeless families up to 1 year of rent-free housing, child daycare, career and financial counseling, family management guidance, and other assistance to help people regain their independence and self-esteem.
That's
In 1983, the Elvis Presley Memorial Trauma Center was established at the Regional Medical Center in Memphis. It has served over 80,000 Level 1 trauma patients from a 6-state area. Indeed, there is no greater gift one person can give another in this world than to give of himself. And for all Elvis has given the world through his incredible body of work, his greatest legacy to his millions and millions of fans was his kindness and his generous heart.
He liked to see the enjoyment. Because when a guy gives you a new Cadillac or gives you a house or gives you a free trip to Hawaii, you become elated. And that made him feel good. He didn't play golf, he didn't fish, he didn't hunt, all that stuff. And to give stuff away and make people happy, that's what he enjoyed.
Real.
You know I can be found sitting on more alone if you can't come around.
Hey man, that was pretty epic, bruh. I'm not gonna lie. That was always good to hear these type of things, man. It makes you put things in perspective. Like I said, I'm not there yet, but when I get there, I hope I can, I will give back. There is no hope. I will give back. It ain't gonna be nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully if I can get to his stature, possibly, but I'm gonna just do what I can do. You know what I'm saying? You don't wanna give everything and then be broke. Then who gonna look out for you? You know what I'm saying? But you wanna give back enough to make sure that they, your fans and your family, they know that, you appreciate them, you know what I mean, for everything that they do. Because they do take time out to watch your videos or come see you perform and everything like that, you know what I mean? It's just giving back. So it won't just be one-sided, like, I'll pay for your ticket, pay for this, watch your ad, do-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? What you doing for me? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to send you $25 on Cash App. Or I'm going to send you, 10 people $50 on Cash App type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to do when I get to that stature. You know what I mean? Anyway, man, if you're new, subscribe, like the video, comment some more bangers y'all want me to react to. Until next time, your boy is out. Deuces.